Come on, Benson.
Your room's a biohazard and quite possibly radioactive. Nobody's leaving until you two clean this room. Don't even think about sneaking out.
Shh. Don't make a sound.
Hello again, lovelies. Time to check Twitter off of my new, not suspended account. Please follow my new Twitter because these bozos really suspended me over this. Oh well, time to check anyways. Oh, nice. But this one needs a little more pizzazz. Oh, y'all shouldn't have added me. Y'all not ready for this one.
Go ahead.
So picture you're on Cartoon Network watching your favorite episodes of Regular Show and Adventure Time like you usually do. If you're like me, then you love both Adventure Time and Regular Show, but have more of a resonance with Regular Show over Adventure Time because of the characters and just how much you love them. Personal preference. What can you do? Now also picture this. For years and years, you've had to deal with people saying that Rigby is a terrible person and will be secondary when compared to our other supporting best friend role over here, Jake. Again, if you're like me, you'd probably want to take a nigga out back and Batman the shit out of him for not agreeing with you. But point is, I think Rigby is cool. Like, he's not a piece of garbage. So when I see a tweet like this, you know that means it's my time to shine. Finna educate these niggas. When choosing a best friend, many people are going to look at characteristics that will make a candidate more or less fit for the role of best friend tailored to them. I say this before anything, of course, just to illustrate how much of an opinion piece this is, seeing as objectivity is literally thrown out the window because this is about nothing but preference. Based on evidence, kinda. But this tweet's a cool one. The person who made it asked, you got one best friend, who you choosing? And obviously the answers are gonna be pretty divided amongst fans, but lots of people are in favor for Jake as usual opposed to Rigby, because everyone just seems to believe that Rigby is evil incarnate and the worst person and by proxy best friend ever. But if anything, in my opinion, I'd say he'd be the better best friend because I like his character and his arc even more. Need evidence? Well, Regular Show, unlike Adventure Time, seemed to take more grounded and mature scenarios when it came to character development in his later seasons. Don't get me wrong, characters get fucking developed in Adventure Time, but the Regular Show seems to primarily focus on that development. It was only at the end of the show that it had a final overarching plotline, and through that duration of the show run, Rigby for a lot of the time was pushed to the sidekick role and took a backseat to Mordecai's simpy romantic subplot. Yeah, it was that will they won't they shit for like 7 seasons, but around season 7 the show had a primary focus shift on Rigby bettering himself and going back to school. And I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of the show, Rigby was kind of a dick with not that much regard for anyone's feelings but his own. Like, he's done some fuck shit, like some stupid shit, but when you think about it, that's why characters get development. Sometimes people are just problematic and need development, like in real life, because under most circumstances it's never too late to become a better person. If you remember, Rigby went back to school literally because he saw on Eileen's life plan that she wanted to date someone who was smart, and thus he put himself through high school again, having to juggle that shit without telling her and quite literally doing it all for her. I mean, obviously she accepts him for who he is when he admits that he never graduated, but I still think about how much consideration went into him going back to school. You have to think about this. Think about how much some people hate school. He put himself back in that environment. Shit, I hated school. I'd say that's a hell of a step in the right direction. This move wasn't even made for personal gain. This was done at the consideration of another person. I see that more evidence is needed though. Well, more from this arc and because of the same setup, there's an episode where Benson and Rigby are in China because Rigby needs a foreign language credit and Benson wants to be more adventurous with his own character growth. See how this show has multiple characters getting developed in situations that involve each other? That's why I love it so much. But Benson's supposed to teach these kids English and it's really hard for him while Rigby's having a fun time. Obviously that pisses Benson off and he calls him out on not actually changing, and this encourages Rigby to think more about wanting to change and actually putting in the work to change and how they are two different things. In return, he teaches the whole kids a rap song, which by proxy teaches them a bit of English. Sure, he does benefit by getting his foreign language credit, but that's character growth. In the next episode of this arc, Rigby squashes old high school beef with his former classmate, now turned substitute teacher, instead of getting pissy with that nigga like he would have years ago. Now this time, although they do have a Regular Show style outlandish drag race to settle the score, ultimately at the end, it's them pushing their issues aside and becoming homies that ends up making this a W for Rigby. Of course, people want to get revenge on their bullies and be better than them years later, but ultimately, they're people just like you. Both of them had beef to squash with each other, and they both became better people as a result of squashing it. I think a problem like that, having things from high school linger onto you in adulthood, is a very adult problem that a lot of older people have to focus on, as in Rigby is developing in an adult scenario right now. But speaking Speaking of people, in the next episode, it's apparent that Rigby's dad is kind of a dick and his home life kind of sucks. His dad constantly shits on him while upping his brother. I mean, in the past, we've had people upping his brother, but not simultaneously shitting on him. But to get that from your own dad? Probably not the best thing ever. This episode involves Rigby going to his prom and having to stand up to and save his dad because of his own idiocy. His dad, not him. And having to prove just how much he's changed as a person. Parents don't really recognize the personal growth you go through and still see you as that little irresponsible kid. With that change, though, comes the literal finale of that arc where he graduates and it becomes apparent that Mordecai isn't used to Rigby being the kind of center of attention, and just how weird that relationship has become. Because like I said, for a huge majority of the show, out of the pair, Mordecai was the more focused individual, meaning he had shit happen to him while Rigby quite literally was a side character. So when he's not the main focus, it doesn't make him a bad person for being confused or for feeling weird. It's just that he got used to the status quo that's obviously being broken now, seeing as both of them have lives and both of them do things. But because of this problem arising and them addressing it, they become better best friends. They deal with the realistic adult problem of growing apart and become better best friends because of it. As much as I love Jake, I'd say that having problems originally as a character and using said problems to better yourself in your relationship with your best friend is probably better than just being the likable character. Me and my best friend bicker all the time. That's typically just how these things go. I mean, obviously having a likable person as your best friend and having a perfect, oh so fun best friend with no problems is the great route. But those problems are what make people human. I mean, there are times where it's me or my best friend. One or the other's on their head ass shit and we gotta get better for each other. That's just how best friendship works. Speaking of best friends, man, if y'all thought what I said was facts, y'all ain't ready for me to let this bum ass nigga on. Oh, y'all thought I was joking. Y'all must have forgot we the dynamic duo, Zero Mortal Plan in this bitch. Take it away, Mr. LBM Road nigga.
Actually, Joe, I'm kind of disagreeing with your little bum ass.
Oh, so somebody is smoking crack, I see.
Yeah, you nigga. And you know what? Let me explain to your little twink ass why.
Oh boy.
First off, I don't know what type of Joe pack you gotta be smoking to actually want Rigby to be your best friend. Like, no disrespect to your side, you made some good points, but you gotta remember it's gonna take a lot of mental fortitude to deal with Rigby for an extended period of time. And you know, to tell you the truth, if I had to describe in one word how being best friends with Rigby most likely would go for most people, I'm pretty sure most people would probably say tough. Mainly for the fact that most people might not be prepared to be friends with Rigby and not able to handle the amount of bullshit this nigga is gonna put you through on a daily basis. But hey, I could break this shit down to a science, my nigga. Just realize your ass is gonna be burning with a whiny, petty, downright morally questionable ass nigga, right? There's no fucking way y'all don't remember this dude as a certified PhD in bitching and will flip out over the slightest of shit that does not go his way. Like, bro, I'm sorry to say this, but fuck his character growth. That shit won't matter in the fucking moment when he just got done summoning some fucking demon or something, since he got his ass body at some fucking video game. Like, I hope that y'all niggas haven't forgot that this man really got fed up with getting bitched all the time, that he instantly turned around, got a fucking learned how to do Def Kwon Do and wanted to put everybody in the park on ice. And then he went to go make everybody else bow to his damn feet. All over some punchies, my nigga. My man got me all the way fucked up. And it doesn't even stop there, bro. He's fucked up Mordecai's whole shit up, all for his own personal game. To the point it's not even funny, man. Like, you want this to be your everyday life? For real? If so, then take this little bitch ass nigga. Oh, one cheek ass. But one thing I want to bring up, you know the most infamous episode that we all know cemented Mordecai as a certified simp with a big ass S at the front? Rigby was the cause of it. His little petty ass had to cause problems and it got him killed in the end. And in no way I'm defending Mordecai's actions, but all Rigby had to do is be like, you know what, bro, you got it. I'm pissed as shit and I want you to know that, but I'm gonna let you handle your business. Oh, bum ass nigga. Anyways, that being said, Jake on the other hand would not be that much of a nuisance to you, as my nigga is really the chillest nigga you'll see in cartoon history. And you cannot tell me you ain't wanting some motherfucking bacon pancakes. We all, when we were kids, thought them bitches slap hard as hell.
Yeah, I bet your big ass did.
What you say, nigga?
Nothing.
Yeah, sure you did. Disregarding him though, Jake would be an excellent best friend, as he has tons of different skills to his disposal that'd be awesome to see. Plus, you literally see how much of a social guy he is with everyone in Adventure Time. Like, bro, my nigga is just the life of the party. He could turn up at a moment's notice. And not to forget, he's super insightful on the way his friends are feeling. My nigga Jake is constantly putting his neck out for Finn to help him find happiness, be it in his role in the Jake suit or his help with Finn's romantic drama. He's been there for this nigga since day one, no matter the op in front them. Jake's just always been loyal to his homeboys like that. that. Like that one time when Finn was having trouble with the fucking dungeon train. Finn sees in the future that he keeps going through the train like normal, like he wants to, and he's pissed because he thought Jake had just up and left him, but in reality, Jake never actually left him on the train. He's always stuck by him the entire time till the two had gray hair. And that shit is some grade A loyalty. You can't find that shit nowhere else in Ooh. Like, I won't lie, Rigby definitely got better over time, and his growth as a character is extremely well done, to the point of it deserving a video all in itself. You know, kind of how did with other regular show characters. But I just can't turn down the fact that Jake would click with so many other people, and overall would be a better candidate for someone's best friend, as he rarely ever folded on Finn. And if he ever has, that shit was always water under the damn bridge with him. But whatever, nigga, you can take your trash panda while me and Jake finna go hit these fucking licks real quick.
Yeah, but that was nice and masterfully put, and kind of a perfect counter to all the shit that I said. Why did I let this nigga on?
Well, nigga, maybe getting two disagreeing sides in a video represents both points pretty well. It lets nobody get left out, and it opens up the discussion, my nigga.
That may be true, but fuck you, I'm right and you're stupid. Rigby supremacy all day, nigga, let's go. Whole time I thought that bum ass nigga was gonna agree with me. Niggas, man.
Oh!
Meet me in the back and you'll find out why you'll find somebody else last Wednesday night. The liquor will do something to sit now. Get now, the rose come out of my head.
Stop it. Ain't like attention.